Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. This is my channel. It's called Save with Crypto. And that's me, Save with Crypto. Now, at the moment and until July the 22nd, I am doing daily live streams on this channel here. It's called Stochastic Indicator. It's all about the Stochastic Indicator. And I'm filling in for Dave Stochastic while he's away. Now, so far I've done 4 live streams starting last Wednesday. And the one on Friday was brilliant. I think it was this one here. I had the Wizard of Alt on as a special guest, and we talked about traditional stocks as well as crypto, and it was really brilliant. I'm actually going to do a kind of summary of everything that the Wizard of Alt said there. I'll do that probably, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday this week, and I think that'll be fun to go through the traditional stocks that he thinks are going to do really well, and I've got a lovely list of things to look at there, so I think that's going to be great. Meanwhile, if you want to just get some instant alpha and you didn't see it on Friday, I'd strongly suggest that you go and look at this one, because it was really good. It was my show, but like having the Wizard of Alt on there was like brilliant, and he was just fantastic, so that's great. Yeah, so today is Sunday. Now, I have been doing these at 1 PM UK time every day, which works out really good because you've got like the New York Open then that I cover at 2:30 UK time or 1:30 UTC, and I believe New York that would be like 9:30 AM, I think that is Eastern time. So that's a really good time for then. Today it's such a beautiful day, and I believe the weather in the UK is going to turn a little bit next week, so I want to make the most of today. So I want to go out for a nice long bike ride. So I think what I'll do today, I was going to do it at 1 PM as well, but I think that might be just like right in the middle of the day when people are doing stuff. So I think what I might do is I might try and stay awake for the actual weekly candle close. So for me, that's going to be, well, let's say, starting at midnight UK time, so that'd be 11 PM UTC, starting at midnight and then waiting for the candle close, which for me will be like 1 AM in the morning. Now, I'm not very good at staying awake at night, so I'm going to do my best to do that. But I think it'll be good to catch that on a live stream. Now, obviously, for anybody in the States or whatever, such as my friend CD Cherry Tree, who's always here on my live streams and my shows, that's going to be fine because it's going to be like, early evening, I guess. Not even that, really. Late afternoon, I suppose. So that should be fine for them. For those of you in the UK, let me know if that's really, really inconvenient and you don't want me to do that. I could do an earlier slot like what Dave sometimes does on Sunday, where he does it about 7 PM UK time. I must admit, I'd rather do that because I'm going to be more awake, because I'm normally getting a bit sleepy by midnight. But in a way, I do want to see the candle close because I think this is going to be the biggest Bitcoin candle close ever. So let's just have a look at the chart. Now, yesterday in the Stochastic live stream, I was talking about this ascending triangle here, and I was saying the problem with these things is you can just redraw them to how the price goes. And, to be honest, you could even do that now because obviously in the afternoon, after I'd finished the live stream, the price did come down here. And, what do you do there? Do you move this line down there and put it somewhere like that? Because you've still got, some valid touch points there. If so, that could still be valid. I mean, I'm not massive on patterns, but that would, bring it up to, just going into Monday, really. Now, the thing is, this blue line here, this is where I estimate the price on the ByBit chart needs to come down to close the CME gap from Friday. Now, that's because there's about a $500 premium on the CME at the moment. So, the CME is $500 higher than that. So that is a price I think we could come down to. So, yet again, I'm still looking at something, maybe we go up to that resistance, bounce off again, come back down and then do something like that. That would be quite feasible, and that is just a kind of another version of what I said yesterday. I think yesterday I was saying, something like come down here, bounce there, then go up again. And in a way, it's the same thing, but just a bit later. It might work out, it might not. It's a completely random asset bought by random people, so it could do anything, couldn't it? But generally, this kind of pattern is a bullish pattern. And if you redraw it slightly, then yeah, I suppose it's valid. I mean, to me, I don't know, is it better to look at a kind of just a range? I think a range looks better, doesn't it? So for example, you're looking at the price being just sort of stuck in here, really, in which case do we bounce around between 118 and 117. It's all quite feasible, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to be covering Stonksy later on, so let's just have a look at what that's saying. Well, on that chart there, on the 6-minute chart, which is what I've been using quite a bit, that's not saying any trade at all up here, and this oscillator here sort of implies it might be a bit oversold at the moment. Let's just look at a different exchange. Yeah, so for example, on the OKX chart, this background has actually been green since 4 o'clock this morning, so that's actually looking quite positive. Yeah, so this on the OKX chart is actually looking pretty good, because you've got the green background that happened at 4 o'clock this morning. You've also got this green bullish triangle as well, pointing upwards. So when you get the double confirmation there of the green background and that green triangle, that's normally quite a bullish sign. Let's just have a look on the 1 hour, and you see the 1 hour has just been green, 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 green for days now. So to me, things are looking still quite bullish, or very bullish actually. But in the very, very short term, we might get a little bit of a pullback, but maybe not much. This momentum oscillator here on the 1 hour time frame was sort of banging against the top. It's pulled back a little bit. So maybe if we see that just go back up to the top again, we'll see the price go up. Either way, I think the weekly candle that we're looking at is just going to be phenomenal. It's going to be this one here, isn't it? Unless anything like mad happens today, this is just definitely going to be the highest weekly candle close ever. And to be honest, with 2 weeks left, it could even be the highest monthly close ever as well. Things are looking good to me. Now then, regular viewers of my channel will know that we've been developing an indicator. It's called QuadZilla. You can get it from savewithcrypto.org/QR. It is 100% free, and it's getting pretty damn good, I must admit. This is the 12-minute time frame. This is the one that we're all loving at the moment, and this is so good. The main part of the indicator is this momentum indicator down here, and this band here, we call this the convergence band. It's made out of 4 different stochastics, and this kind of shows like the average value versus the fastest moving stochastic. And what we found is that when this band goes below this 20% line and you get these little bits of airspace here, it's normally like a really good sign that you're in a bit of a turning point. So we've actually had like a low here, which was yesterday afternoon, and we've actually had a high here, which was at 6 o'clock this morning, so about 2 hours ago. However, what you get with this, you get these kind of green triangles here, which means that, okay, everything's showing signs that the asset is overbought, but hang on a minute, because the price is actually still going up, okay? So, as you can see, that's exactly what's happening. So we got the red background then, the price pulled back a bit, then the green arrows kicked in and said like, we're still going up though. so I think what's going to happen is we might get a bit more up, a little bit of a pullback, and then go up again. If we look at it on the 1 hour time frame, which is also brilliant as well, you can see that showed a little bit of pullback here from midday yesterday, and indeed we did pull back a little bit. At the moment, still going up, not fully oversold yet on the 1 hour, so things are looking okay. So realistically for me, a little bit of up and down towards the end of the day, close the CME gap, and then maybe shoot off to space. There is another possibility as well that this was all a giant Bart Simpson, and that's the top of Bart Simpson's head, and then we come down again and complete a full Bart Simpson by coming back down to like 109,000. Personally, I do think that this will happen, but it's not going to happen just yet. I think we've got a little bit more upside to go before that happens. And to me, now we're in kind of blue sky territory. The logical places are going to be round numbers for me. So 119, but then realistically 120. That's what I think. I'd love to know what you think. So let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, please do make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set to all. What I'd really like you to do though is to give the video a big fat like. And above all, tell your friends.
I can't believe that Save with Crypto and MAF have chosen to make the quad rotation stochastic indicator in the United Kingdom rather than the United States. But they have clearly lost their minds because they are not even selling this great product. They are giving it away for free.
Okay, so we all know that Save with Crypto is the best YouTube channel on the planet, but it's not financial advice, right? So please do your own research and be responsible for your own actions. That way you will find that fairy tales will come true and we'll all become billionaires.